welcome you to a brand new week. This is Life Series with Arman. On this week's episode of Life Series with Arman, I'll be discussing on the topic, break it down. Break it down. The scriptures rightly tells us that who is he that wants to build a house that will not first sit down and count the cost if he or she is able to complete or finish that house. Counting the cost in this instance entails you breaking down your goals. Entails you making your goals to be smart or smarter. According to Robert Rubin, smarter goals are goals that are specific, are goals that are measurable, are goals that are attainable, are goals that are realistic, are goals that are time-bound. For your goals to be achieved, you've got to put make your goals specific. Make them simple. Don't make the goal ambiguous. Make them simple, something that you can put a tap on to see whether you are making progress or not. That goal have got to be meaningful or measurable. That goal have got to be achievable. That goal have got to be realistic. You can't be planning to do something or have a plan to do something and the plan you have put in place is not what realistic. And that plan or that goal of yours have got to have a time bound. For instance, if your goal is to have a one-story building in 5 years, that shows that there's already a time bound set for the attainment of that goal. You have now got to break it down, break down that bigger picture, that bigger goal of having a one-story building into smaller processes or smaller pieces of tasks. For instance, what is the first thing that you need to do to achieve this your goal of having a one-story building in 5 years? You have got to scout for possible location where you want to build your house. After you have located that location where you want to build your house, you go ahead to purchase the land. After you have purchased the land, what do you do next? You survey the land. After surveying the land, you call an architect to draw a plan that best suits what you have in mind that you want to build. After you have drawn the plan, then you lay your foundation. After you have laid your foundation, you raise the foundation up to the first lintel level. Then you deck. That's another. After you deck, you raise again to the lintel level. Then you roof the house. Then you go into interior fittings and aesthetics of the house. And all these processes I have mentioned and many more that will come into building this one-story building have timing. For instance, the decking, there are certain days or certain hours that it must take for the decking to get solidified before you can put something on top of it. If you don't follow that process, that's breaking it down, now you will be able to know how long each process will take, having the bigger picture in mind. I therefore urge you that no matter what goal you have set this year, no matter your aspiration you have set this year, look at the smaller steps, smaller process that are embedded in that larger picture and begin to carry them out. What this does for you when you break down these goals, break down this bigger picture, break down this bigger objective, it helps you to be able to know whether you are making progress. And where you are not making progress as expected, it helps you to know if there will be a need for a change of plan or a change of process. And it also helps you to know what you are doing right and what you are not doing right. I therefore urge you today, my brother, my sister, make your goals smart this year, or make them smarter, that you may be able to achieve that bigger picture you have in mind. Break your goals down this year, and you'll be glad you did, because you will be able to watch your steps as you progress. Cheers. Thank you for staying tuned to this week episode of Life Series with Alman. Like I said before, break down your goals. Avoid building castles in the air. Don't have imaginary image of what you want to do alone. Break them down, write them down into what? Applicable steps. For only then can you be able to measure the level of progress that you are making or you have made. Make your goals smart. Make them specific. Make your goals significant. Make them simple. Make them measurable. Make them meaningful. Make them attainable. Make them achievable goals. Make them realistic goals. Make them reasonable goals. And make them time-bound goals. Don't build goals that will take you forever to achieve. Have goals that will have what? That you have timeline set to achieving that goal. For life or goals that are not time-bound, that are not smart, will only be goals that will never be achieved. Enjoy your week and stay on top. I remain your humble host, Alman. Peradventure you are new on this my channel, endeavor to help me hit the subscribe button below, like this video and share it. I say again, break down your goals. Break it down into what? Smaller pieces. Bye.